Super Pinball Behind the Mask was released on the Super Nintendo in 1994. Unlike most pinball games of the era, Super Pinball features a pseudo third-person perspective and aims for a more realistic feel rather than fantasy. Kaze would go on to make a couple of excellent pinball games for the Sega Saturn that they're more known for, but it all started here on the SNES. Super Pinball features 3 different tables: Jolly Joker, Blackbeard and Iron Man, and Wizard. While each table has its own unique back glass and color palettes, they all feel fairly similar. But I'm not complaining, as Super Pinball features some of the most realistic physics of any pinball game of the 16-bit era. The ball movement is spot on and interacts with the tables quite convincingly. The table layouts are logical as well, with ramps, targets, slingshots, and bumpers that all feel true to life. The dot matrix display is also emulated nicely, giving you constant updates as to what's going on and letting you know when you unlock a mode. Now, I'm not a pinball expert by any means, so my personal preference on what makes a table good or not may not match that of a seasoned player. But I rather enjoy discovering what everything on each table does, discovering the point value of each objective, and then finally going for personal high scores. In Super Pinball, the most efficient way to score points is to unlock multi-ball and then going for the Jackpot. On each table, there's a specific ramp on the right side of the screen that catches the ball. After hitting it a few times, spelling Joker, Gold, or Wizard respectively, you unlock multi-ball. During multi-ball, a second ball will drop into the playfield and a ramp will light up. Once you hit this ramp, you will have a 60-second window to get the jackpot. The jackpot will reward you with a cool 20 million points.
Awesome.
Graphically, Super Pinball is not a showstopper by any measure, but I prefer this style of pinball games over the strictly two-dimensional, flat look of other pinball games of this vintage. The video you see here doesn't really do the game any favors, as my capture card is a Sega fanboy and introduces vertical lines into SNES footage that doesn't exist. The sound is average at best. The music doesn't fit any of the tables, but is generally unoffensive and won't wear on you after hour-long sessions. The flipper noises are accurate enough, and the ball makes the appropriate beeps and knocks as it makes its way around the playfield. There is even decent voice work. In addition to playing the 3 tables, there's a Conquest Mode, where you must play each table and break a points threshold before continuing on to the next table. As far as I know, completing this game mode is the only real way to beat the game. Sadly, I'm not consistent enough at the game to break the points threshold on all 3 tables in one go, so there won't be any spoilers at the end of this video. What I can't show on video is how this game makes you feel like you really are playing a game of pinball. The way you are always trying to control the ball, how a well-timed nudge will stop a ball from draining, and how 1 minute you can be in a perfect rhythm hitting every shot you aim for, only to lose concentration and watch your game end shortly thereafter, is all very true to life. In closing, Super Pinball Behind the Mask is my new favorite pinball game of the 16-bit era and is the new measuring stick where all future pinball titles will be judged. It's not perfect by any means, as it could use a more appropriate soundtrack and the tables generally play a little too similar. It's still a great experience. I give it a 4 out of 5.